another video. Welcome to Scotland. We are in the town of Thornhill, or village, and we are going to Sweetheart Abbey, just outside Dumfries. It's about half an hour away. Looking at the map here, our routing just takes us along the main road, the A76. So we'll have a little tour of the area, and Kat, my wife, Kat Evans artist, will be making a video of the Abbey itself. So get in the car, I'll turn you off and stick you in the window, and away we go. That's good to know.
They've got the bank. They've actually got the bank.
Yeah, right, we're leaving Thornhill. We'll be there in just over half an hour. This is the A76. Dumfries is 14 miles away. Nice countryside. Yes, Thornhill is more of a large village than a small town. It's a ribbon development. It's just mainly along the main road.
They have got a few shops off the high street. It runs like a grid.
Yes.
Just streets off the main street. Though it's more like what you would call a linear village.
That's correct. So it's national speed limit along here, 60 mile an hour. Quite twisty roads. There's not many opportunities to overtake anything slow, because you do run into a lot of agricultural vehicles around here, tractors mainly, and lorries. It's not always safe to overtake, or even to go at the full national speed limit, because it's very twisty. So I'm doing 33 at the moment. Sweetheart Abbey is quite old.
It's a 13th century Cistercian abbey, and it was established by Lady de Vergilla in memory of her beloved late husband John Balliol. Of course, the Balliols, like the Stuarts and the Douglases, they were all of French or Flemish ancestry, but only the Douglases did not become kings or queens. However, married into the monarchy no fewer than 7 times. Also, of course, the Bruces were of French origin or Norman origin. So you had those 4 families in Scotland during the Middle Ages who had a huge amount of power, but only one of those families, the Douglases, did not rise to monarchy. But they were lords and earls of Douglas.
And you will be making a video of a tour of Sweetheart Abbey when we get there.
Which one of the main benefactors was one of my ancestors, Archibald the Grim, who was one of the sons of James the Good Black Douglas, who fought alongside Robbie the Bruce in the Crusades, specifically in the south of Spain against the Moors.
This is Closeburn, 40 mile an hour speed limit through here. Road's a bit rough. Garden centre, I think, building yard to the right. Like a garden centre at first. Lots of sacks of material. Could have been compost, could have been cement.
And one of the great-grandfathers of my cousin Agnes lived in one of these cottages.
War Memorial. It's only a small place.
They've got a beautiful kirkyard, which we've visited.
Speed up a little bit now. Speed limit's gone back up to 60, national speed limit. Doing 50. Speed limit for heavy goods vehicles is 40 along here. That's a Scottish rule. I'm not sure if I'm correct, but in England it's the same, it's 50 for HGVs. There's national speed limit on a single carriageway road. Weather looks promising, the cows are standing up. woods, yes, indeed.
Of course, this is also the area where the Galloway cattle, beef cattle, are farmed, which are at least as good as, if not better than, Aberdeen Angus.
Oh, yes.
And they are black with a white band across the middle.
So we keep our eyes peeled for those.
The Dukes of Buccleuch are the largest farmers of the Galloway cattle.
We're running alongside the railway line into Dumfries. It's not electrified. Not sure how frequent the trains are along there.
We've had some mixed weather so far. It's been fairly cool, cloudy. We have had some sunny spells, but there's been quite a lot of rain or showers. Yesterday was a bit showery, but not too boggy underfoot.
Not too bad, and our paperwork didn't get wet.
No, just damp. 70% of Dumfries and Galloway is agricultural, so the community relies heavily on farming and food production.
Speed camera along here somewhere. A 40-mile-an-hour limit. Barber Mill on the bend.
Sweetheart Abbey is in a village called New Abbey, and there's a corn mill there as well, which is very interesting. It's an old corn mill.
Well worth a visit. It might be open today, it'd be good if it was.
The last time we went, shortly after my father's passing 7 years ago, I met one of my clansmen, Wilson, outside the corn mill, and we had a really nice chat. He was wearing the tartan.
Yeah, I remember that.
We shook hands. And he said he had some Germanic roots. I said, well, so do I. Wilson of Gun, that is, not Innis.
And then there's the beer brought out that's called Innis and Gun in honour of the Wilsons.
Yes.
This is Old Girth, or in my case, Large Girth.
Yes. There's a farm here which is doing really good things. They have an outside hotel.
Oh, lovely.
They have 3 tents. It's a bit like glamping, but they actually have 13 Oxford and Sandy pigs. Now, Dumfries and Galloway doesn't have the right terrain for pig farming because it's quite marshy and the pigs often get things wrong with the trotters, but these Oxford and Sandy pigs are foraging in woods rather than in marshland, and the meat is superior in flavour and quality. I get Oxford pig for Dan from the Black Pig Watchers in Deal, which is owned by a lovely lady called Lizzie Douglas.
Yeah. We've just passed over the River Nith, which flows through Dumfries. We're running alongside it now. It's to our left, just behind the bank. Camera activated sign. If you're going too fast, it lights up. Through some woods here. The road to the right leads to Dunscore, Money Ive, through Gate and Burnhead. We know Money Ive well.
Yeah, it's has a folk festival every year. It's big on folk music, and it's quite a good community.
And we're going to Dunscore later.
Yes.
We're still on the A76. It's A76 for most of the way. We cut out a bit of the journey because it was a bit featureless, a bit boring. Open countryside.
We did pass Ellisland Farm though, which is where when Robbie Burns and his wife Jean Armour came down from Ayrshire, they took on Ellisland Farm as tenants for a couple of years. He hoped to be a farmer
farming experiment. I wonder if he was the original Jeremy Clarkson.
Perhaps, though rather more poetic.
Yeah.
And maybe a little more idle.
Yes, I think Jeremy Clarkson works very hard at Diddley Scott. Shame he doesn't take cash.
Come on, Jazz, up your game.
Another thing you see in Scotland is the countdown markers to a speed limit change. We're coming into Dumfries now, and the speed limit is 40 mile an hour. We're going past through the industrial bit. It isn't so nice. Holiday homes, holiday lets to the left there. Prefabs. Still warning of speed cameras. We haven't actually seen any, but I think they use that just to slow you down. It's quite horsey around here. They've got a livery thing for horses to the left. We'll go down to 30. Reasonably priced petrol on the right. That's where I'll be filling up when we need to. This is the sort of the council estatey part of Dumfries that we're going through. Lockside to the right. We could have had McDonald's for lunch. Slidey bang sound was the rucksack falling off the back seat. A little bit of traffic as it's a Monday, but not too bad. Not like you get in London or Kent. We're on the M25. He's going down there, he's coming around, so we'll wait. So go across this roundabout, take the next exit. And KFC to the right. If you're hungry, thirsty, and want to buy a paintbrush, well, home base probably would have gone by now. So we're just going round to the 2 o'clock position on the main road. Red sandstone is prevalent around here, so a lot of the buildings got that, and walls and stonework has got that dark red colour, which is the local stratum. Of course, Dumfries is also famous for Rabbie Burns. His house is here, and his mausoleum in St Michael's Churchyard, or Kirkyard, if that's correct.
Kirkyard, yes.
Me being a soft southern Nancy, quite unfamiliar with Scottish terminology.
Whereas I, being Scots European, am not.
Yes, exactly. So we're turning right here towards Stranraer and Solway Coast and Dalbeattie. We've got a red light. Right, we've got the green. Stop. Chinese takeaway to the. I think they like their Chinese food down here.
They do. Curry's quite popular, isn't it?
Oh yes, there's that. Remember that lovely curry house down near Dock Park?
Yes.
That was brilliant. slow past the workman. Older buildings here. This is quite nice down here.
There's some beautiful places in Dumfries. Really stunning. I wouldn't mind any one of these houses.
That's quite an old energy around here. The Camera Obscura.
Yes.
There's a statue. Who's that? Was that a soldier or was that burned?
Yes. It's a soldier.
It's a soldier war memorial.
Yes.
So we're going to be going into the right-hand lane for going straight on. Left-hand lane is for turning left back into the town.
The Toon. I always say Toon.
Yeah. So we're leaving the town now. We're about 10 minutes away. There's some Galloway coos to the right. Quite a distance away in the field. That black with a white band.
That's correct,
Yeah.
yes.
Gone back to national speed limit. Mountain in the distance. Bet there'll be some hikers up there today. The speed limit's gone back up to 60. I'm doing 43. I'll be able to do a little bit faster on the straight bit.
And about Galloway, at one time Galloway was neither in England nor Scotland. It was a separate entity. But then it ended up being absorbed into Scotland.
And not to be confused with the Time Lord's home planet.
Gallifrey.
Yes, because I once mistakenly said Dumfries and Gallifrey, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Gave myself away as a Doctor Who fan. Well, they do it, well, although outside the area they do have police boxes in Glasgow. 30-mile-an-hour speed limit coming up. So you don't see countdown markers for speed limit changes in England. Not that I know of, anyway. Slowing down to 30. This is Isle Steps. Quite pretty, this bit.
Very pretty. You get a lot of little bridges.
Yeah. Here we are, back into national speed limit once we pass the signs. But not for long because there's a rather tight bend. Don't want to be doing 60 mile an hour around here and end up in the field with the sheep. Warning of flood. They must have had some bad weather at some time.
There was a lot of wet weather about a week ago.
Yeah. 6 minutes away now. Crossroad coming up. Very cute lambs in that field to the left. isn't too bad. A little bit rough. I think by and by it's a lot better state than it is in Kent.
And the people are really friendly.
Yeah, they're lovely.
Down to earth.
Yeah, we met some lovely people in the Hole in the Wire.
Yeah.
In Dumfries yesterday. Got the reason why the pub got its name, I didn't know until then.
Yeah, there was a serving hatch because women weren't allowed in the pub, only the men. So if the women wanted to get some drink, they had to go to a serving hatch in the wall, and then the landlord would bring it to them.
Hence the name. And there's a hole in the wall in Bowness,
That's correct, Bowness in Windermere.
and there's a hole in the wall in Colchester. I don't know if that's still there. I remember when I was a student there 35 years ago and it was there. If anyone is in Colchester, they can update me on the situation. Going downhill into the valley. Lovely scenery.
The difference is the pronunciation though, because in Dumfries it's the Hole in the Wire, and in Bowness it's the Hole in the Wire.
Yeah, different area, different dialect. We're nearly there, 2 minutes away, be there just before 12. Into the woods. There's a bit of rough road. Old dry stone walls each side. Artist makers, it's interesting. Here we are, New Abbey. New Abbey Cornmill. There's parking 250 yards up here. Abbey Arms. Shop. You can see the ruins of the Abbey. That is Sweetheart Abbey. And the parking is to the left. It's a bit tight. There's plenty of room.
There's a tea room just
Oh yes,
there.
where we might have a tea.
We might even fit in New Abbey Cornmill as well.
Yes,
It's
that'd be
open
good.
today as well. I saw the sign. Because we didn't get to see that last
No,
time.
it's shut.
So we might do that as
That'd be
well.
lovely.
If we've got time.
Yeah. Park up. I always like to reverse park. So here we are at Sweetheart Abbey. Let's turn you around and show it you. And Kat will be taking you around the Abbey itself. So please like, comment, share and subscribe.
And ding the notification bell.
Yes, well said. And we'll see you soon.
Bye for now.